Today, I am demonstrating how to wire a single pole switch. If you remember the IDs on our switch, it has an upside and a downside. If you see the toggle to off, toggle to on. We have the hot screw in, hot screw out, and the ground screw. There is no place for a neutral screw on this. You have mounting tabs and a mounting screw hole. What I'm going to show you is how to wire the switch. I'm also going to show you a little bit later a couple more of these tools. This is a steel, fish tape, and reel. And this is a tube bender, also known as a conduit bender or a pipe bender. And it bends metal tubing. This right here is called EMT, for electric metal tubing. It is the tubing used in commercial applications, and the wire is hidden down inside of it. And I'll show you how to use those at the end of the video. So what we need is that, as we had with our receptacles, we'll need two pieces of wire. We have one wire coming in from my circuit, and I have black electrical tape on it. We have another wire without the tape, and it'll be the wire that's going from our switch to our light. We're going to use a flat tip screwdriver and a pair of needle nose pliers. On a single pole switch, all it does is break the circuit. Little bitty arm in here articulates back and forth and creates a circuit where power comes in through this electrical contact, it flips over, makes connection, and goes back out that electrical contact. As we've done before with the switch, we start with our hot wire. It goes around our hot screw, the bottom one. We tighten it in place. We're going to take our other wire, which would be the wire going out to our light. We're going to go around the hot screw on the top, the hot out. We're going to make sure we go clockwise. Then we'll tighten. Now we are left with our two grounds and our two neutrals. The grounds we're going to do just like we did before. We're going to take our two grounds, we're going to twist them together. I'm going to twist one of them back out of the way. Take my needle nose pliers, put me a bend in it, align it, and attach it clockwise behind my ground screw. Tighten it. Now my neutrals. On switches, there's not a place to connect a neutral on any switch, but they still have to pass through eventually to the light. The neutral is only making connection all the way from the circuit coming in to the circuit going out, and they two pass together. Let me introduce you to something called a wire nut. I have two actual sizes here. The yellow wire nut is designed for 12 gauge and 14 gauge wire. The red one is designed for 12 gauge and 10 gauge wire, and they make 5 or 6 different sizes, and they're color coded. So we're going to take a yellow wire nut, line the two white wires together. If you notice, there is no bend in these, and twist it down tight. And there we have completed the wiring of our single pole switch. We have the circuit wire coming in, connects to the bottom hot screw. We have another wire going out, and it's going to run off to our light. We have our two grounds screwed together and around the ground screw. Our two neutrals are together and wire netted together. That completes the circuit for wiring a single pole switch. Electric metal tubing. Many times we have to run these in commercial applications. If you look up in the ceilings in the school, you'll see metal pipe run everywhere. This steel on this reel slides down the end of the pipe, and you push it till you get to the other end. Then you grab the wire that you want to run through it, and then you pull it to pull the wire back through. And it's hence the name fishing. It actually fishes the electrical wire through the pipe and wraps up out of the way. Now these pipes, many times you have to bend them around other things. or to make turns. And if you notice on this pipe bender, it's got an arrow here, makes a mark. Then it's got degrees of angle all the way around. And it shows you on the other side too, degrees of angle all the way around, and the center mark where it starts. This piece here is for your foot. The way to work a pipe bender is you have to mark the pipe at where you want the center of the start of your bend. You place it in line with that mark. You're going to put it on the ground where you want it. Place your foot here and grab the top of the handle with your hand and rock back with it. Then you can make a bend into your pipe. If you try to bend it without a metal bender, a pipe bender, you end up with something that looks like this. You end up with a crease in the tube, in the metal tube, and you can't pass your wires through that. So now, what I want to see from you is the wiring of a single pole switch. I want to see your lead wire coming in, circuit wire, describe to me. I want to see the wire going out to your light, tell me and describe them. Tell me how you connect it up. Tell me about your ground connections, and tell me about your neutral connections. And I want to see you use a wire nut. And it should look something like this when you get finished. Once you've made that video, upload it to Google Classroom back where you found this assignment.